I want to give you guys a little bit of encouragement, man. I know there's some people out here who have been trading for a long time, and you may feel like quitting. You may feel like this thing is not for me. You may feel like, what am I doing wrong? How are these guys just learning how to trade in 3 months and they already got YouTube channels and showing bank statements? And how the heck are they doing that? But I've been trading for so long. I want to encourage you right now, man, especially if you feel like you're in a rut with trading and your psychology. I want to encourage you that it is okay. Now, it may not feel like it's okay, but I want to encourage you by saying it is okay, because everybody goes through a losing streak. Everybody goes through a period of, am I going to get funded? Am I ever going to figure this thing out? Am I ever going to be able to get to a place of providing for people and providing for my family and quitting my job and not having to sneak into the bathroom to place trades? Like, if that is you, I promise you, it is going to be okay. Now, a lot of videos, especially if you watch videos like this, they always talk about, make sure your psychology is on point. Make sure that you're doing the correct thing and following your plan and have risk management and do all these things. Man, I want to come on here and say, if your strategy sucks, it does not matter how good your psychology is. I'm going to say that again. If your strategy sucks, it does not matter how good your psychology is. You can have the greatest psychology of all time, one trade a week. I only do it if I see this, if I see that and this, and nothing's gonna make me place a trade. I'm not gonna click the buy or sell button unless these 5 things happen. You can have the greatest psychology ever, but if your win rate is 10% and you only place one trade a week, bro, you're not a good trader, bro. The strategy sucks, and that's why I felt like God told me to give my strategies away for free, because I was in a place where I couldn't even afford mentorship and courses and all that stuff. But I realized that, one, I prayed and I was like, God, I need a strategy that's going to help me. I feel like my psychology is already on point. I just need a strategy that's going to help me. And I felt like God gave me two strategies. Two strategies. One was on the 5 minute and then one was on the 1 minute. If you're looking for those, it's on my YouTube channel. I'll link it in the description. But you have to make sure that your strategy is on point. And so if you want to get sniper entries, but your stop loss is 3 points or 3 pips, whether you trade futures or forex, nah, bro. Like, getting a sniper entry every single trade with little, stop losses is not sustainable, especially if you don't win trades like that. Even if you have an entry model that sucks, like, it needs to be an engulfing candle. Like, for me, it might work for some people, but for me, I know that price reacts off of PD arrays all the time, especially on, gold and NAS, USD JPY, like all these, different instruments. Like, gold respects PD arrays heavily on these instruments. And so I'm not necessarily looking for an engulfing candle, because a lot of times those are fake outs. I'm not looking for a break and retest, because a lot of times those are fake outs. Like, I'm not looking for, trend lines, because a lot of times those are fake outs. And so what I do personally is I'll look for a PD array, but I'm looking for liquidity to be taken somewhere. And I'm targeting that liquidity for my entry and exit. And it's crazy, because as I was learning how to trade, I felt like God told me, study liquidity, study liquidity. And I was like, God, I'm not trying to study liquidity, man. Like, it's too hard. It's too much. Like, I just want to enter off the order block, man. But after a week of like really studying liquidity, like, that's when my strategies like started hitting, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm actually becoming profitable. I remember the first time that I passed the challenge. It was right before Christmas. If you guys watch my videos, y'all know that story, but it was right before Christmas, and my wife for Christmas gave me a plaque from Top Step when I was funded 50K for the first time, and I ended up passing 10 different challenges with Top Step, and then they switched off of Trade of A, which God knows why. And now I'm with my funded futures, and I'm trying to go with funded tick. So we'll see what happens there. But I just want to encourage y'all, man, like, please reevaluate what your strategy is and what it is that you're doing to be able to get in the market and get out the market. And it's not even just a strategy of, if this happens, this happens, this happens. It's even a strategy of, when I'm in the market, if price does this, then I got to get out. When I'm in the market, if price does this, then I can extend my TP. Never in life should you ever extend your stop loss, bro. Like, and I would also even say, don't be married to the bias. When I'm in the market, I'm never married to the bias. I would even say most times where I'm like, oh, it's setting up for a buy. Most times I'm like, oh shoot, setting up for a sell. That's a liquidity grab. So don't even, that's another thing. Like, that's a big thing. Like, a lot of us, because we don't like being wrong from the jump, it actually causes us to be wrong even on the back end. So if we're like, okay, I know for a fact it's going up. Like, even last night, like, I took a trade and I was like, okay, I know for a fact that it's going up because it has to hit this fair value gap or order block on the 1 hour or 15 minute, I think it was. And I was like, okay, it has to get to this point. But in order for it to get to this point, it has to bounce off of a fair value gap to be able to get to that point. It's just a matter of which one is it going to bounce off of. And, so for me, because I was trying to find a good entry that had broke structure, and I was like, okay, like, I'm just going to see if it bounces off of this one. Missed the first one, took me out. Okay, broke structure again. Let's see, boom. And then took me out again, like, okay, shoot. And then I was like, oh, shoot. It already took liquidity. I went back to the 15 minute. I was like, shoot, it took liquidity. It's going down. And I had this big old wick, and his body was like this. And it was a big old red candle. I was like, oh my God, I'm taking a sale. And I saw a setup for a sale, made all the money back in this summer. So not being married to the bias can be so helpful for the person, that's not even learning how to trade, that's been trading for a long time, that just doesn't like being wrong, bro. Like, so I just want to encourage y'all with that, man. Like, there's for a lot of people, there's different small things that you might have to tweak to be able to really be sustainable in trading. And we got break-even traders, you got profitable traders, and then you got consistently profitable traders. Like, I was very transparent with my Discord, which, go ahead and join that. We be trading live together. But I currently, right now, because I've been profitable for a year, I'm currently on the line of profitable trader, consistently profitable. Because, I don't know which video I'm gonna put out first, but I'm funded with 2 accounts, and I was trying to copy trade on other accounts. I blew 5 challenges this week because I miscalculated, what my risk was. So, for me, I'm like, okay, that's all right. We'll get a payout tomorrow. Hopefully, if I win tonight, we'll get a payout tomorrow and be able to get those new accounts. So my goal by the end of the year is to get funded $1 million, which I think, please don't beat me up if I'm wrong about this, but I think that's about 10 accounts. I think. I got to do the math on that. That's not even important right now. But anyway, so that's currently what I'm working with. So I just want to encourage you guys, man. You're almost there. You're almost there. Make those tweaks. Make those tweaks, and you'll start to see progress. If you guys are looking for a trading community to join, please join mine. Our group is fire, bro. We be encouraging people. We be spreading encouragement. We be trading live. It's a healthy community. We support each other. Yeah, man. So go ahead and join that. Oh, sorry, there is a paid trade with me. The trade with me is paid. I believe that you have to pay for things to have true buy-in to take something serious. So that's my theory on why. And it's not expensive. So $70 a month, but if you're making $7,000, what's that to a real one? You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm being silly. All right, I'll see you on the next video, man. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.